In this video, we will see how to use Android Instant App. This feature was introduced in 2016 during Google I/O, and since then it has actually gathered a lot of traction amongst developers. This feature is actually a hit. It's a super hit, and as we go ahead, we will see it will get even more important for developers to learn how to actually start handling instant Android apps. It's actually a software application that can be used without installing it on the device, right? And of course, we're talking about Android only here. It can be primarily used for two reasons. One is if you want to try out an app, if you want your users to just try out your app, because what Instant App does is it does not get installed on the device of your user. So your user does not really have to make a lot of decision before they actually install your app. They can just get to see around in your app and then use the features of your app, and if they like it, they would surely be wanting to download the entire app. So this feature, which is instant, actually gives the user the freedom to actually try out your app. And of course, like I said, it also allows the user to use the app for a limited time. For example, you're entering a mall and you just want to park your vehicle and you don't want to download the entire app of the mall. For that reason, you can provide instant app to your users. So basically, instant apps are based upon the web browser technology. You will see why I said that web browser technology. So Android Instant App gain more installs by surfacing your Instant App across the Play Store and Google search, social networks, and anywhere you share a link. So basically, you can just provide a link to your users and they will be able to try out your app, Instant App, by using this feature, Android Instant App feature. This is a basic instant experience. I'm sure you must have seen this try now button a lot of times in a lot of videos, in a lot of apps. So try now is basically the actual button which lets the user use the Android Instant App feature. And try our app without installation. You can provide this message to your users so that they know what they are getting into. They don't have, because there are a lot of users out there who do not really know what instant Android app is. So you can inform them and then ask them to try out your app. You will also see this small icon wherever you are using instant app. Now, another thing is enhanced instant experience. We will not be covering this in this video, but this is something which is probably the next stage of Android instant apps. So instant experience is primarily to do with the gaming part as of now, but in future you can see a lot of other utilities of enhanced instant experience. So if you want your users to try out your new game which you have developed for the Android, then you can utilize these features, or for that matter any other feature that you want them to test. Now the conditions for using Android Instant App are these. If your app is larger than 10 MB, then you need to reduce the size of your app, and if it is between 4 MB to 10 MB, then enable the instant experience try now button and web banner. So you will be allowed by Google Play to put these buttons in your Android app. And if it is slightly smaller than 4 MB, then you can actually enable enhanced discovery services, search, ads, messages, and more. And if it is smaller than 4 MB, let's say it's 2 MB, because it's significantly smaller, then continue to modularize and reduce your app size, leads to more installations, engagement, and business success. So your app has to be of a minimalistic app size. I'm talking about Android Instant App for this, right? So your Android Instant App has to be smaller than 4 MB so that you can gain more downloads of your, or rather more trials, not downloads, trials of your app, and hence ensure the success of your business. Now, how do you start developing such an app, Android Instant App? So first and foremost thing is that you need to, when you are creating a new project, you need to check mark this, include Android Instant App support. And for that, you have to make sure that you're also using Android Studio, which is 3.0 and above, 3.0 and above. Another thing is this will work only for Marshmallow and above. So Android 6.0 and above, you cannot try this out for KitKat or the older versions. So no point in trying to do that, right? So here we have checked it and now we are clicking on next. And as we click on next, the module name comes up. You actually have to design a module which takes care of the entire instant app infrastructure. So like in this example, they have typed coupon, and then you have instant app URL route. You also need to provide the URL route, as in like I said earlier, this entire app will be connected to a website, and to make that happen, you will have to provide a URL route, right? So you provide the URL route where exactly you want to host this app on your Android, on your website. Now, URL to host instant apps. I'm assuming that you already have a website. If you don't have a website, you can try this out. There's this website which is called 000webhost.com, and it lets you create a URL. In fact, it lets you create a website which is hosted on that domain. It's of course free of cost. So you can click on, you can visit this website and create a dummy website for this tutorial, right? Now let's come here. After your project is developed and you are able to now look at the front screen, you would want to click on this tools button here. The tools button here will give you app links assistant. Now this is an assistant which is basically going to help you out in creating this app link. And when I say app link, what do I really mean? What I mean is you will be able to give your user the link on which, if they click, they will be instantly given the app to use, right? Sounds good. Now let's resume this video in our next video. See you.